Hi, I'm Fernanda. Today I'm breaking down a framework I use to design contract approval workflows. Most companies route every single contract the exact same way, same approval chain, regardless of value, risk, or complexity. That's not governance. That's a bottleneck wearing a governance costume. I'm going to walk you through a 4-gate sequential routing model. It's a framework for designing contract approval workflows that actually scale. By the end, you'll have a mental model you can adapt. Whether you're on Oracle, SAP Ariba, Coupa, or a homegrown system, let's dive in. Here's what typically goes wrong. A company sets up one approval chain, maybe procurement, then legal, then finance, then a VP sign-off. And every contract goes through all four every time. A $2,000 NDA takes the same path as a $2 million services agreement. Legal ends up reviewing templated paperwork they've already approved 50 times. Finance signs off on things with zero financial risk. And the actually complex, high-risk contracts get stuck in the same queue as everything else. It creates massive delays. The fix isn't more approvers, it's smarter sequencing, and that's what gating does. Sequential gating is the differentiator. Before we get into the 4 gates, let's define what a gate actually is, because this word gets thrown around loosely. A gate is not just a step in a workflow. A true gate has 3 non-negotiable things that must be defined up front. First, an owner, someone accountable for the decision. Second, a test, a clear yes/no or threshold-based question. And third, an exit condition. What happens on pass and what happens on fail? Without these, it's just noise. If any of those 3 is missing, you don't have a gate. You have a rubber stamp that slows everyone down. Gate 1 is the triage gate. The question here is simple. Based on value, type, and risk, does this contract need enhanced routing? Low value, low risk templated contracts, think standard NDAs, should exit here almost immediately to a fast path. This is where you protect your downstream approvers from noise. You want legal focused on things that actually matter. Owner, procurement ops. Test, value thresholds and risk classification. Exit, fast path or advance to Gate 2. Gate 2 is where legal comes in, but not uniformly. This gate asks, is this a standard template or has it been modified? If your organization works off pre-approved templates, a contract with 0 red lines can skip deep legal review entirely. A contract with modified terms or red lines routes to full review instead. This optimization is a huge time saver. Owner, legal, or a delegated function. Test, template adherence. Exit, light touch sign-off, or full legal review. Gate 3 is where your delegation of authority, your DOA, takes over. This maps value to the correct level. A department head might approve up to a certain threshold. Above that, it escalates to a director, VP, or board. This is the gate most orgs get wrong in their ERP. Either thresholds are outdated or hierarchies don't reflect reality. Owner, finance, and the DOA policy owner. Test, approval matrix. Exit, routed to the correct authority automatically. Gate 4 is the final gate before execution. This is your compliance sweep. Regulatory, insurance, data privacy, and screening. Nothing gets signed until Gate 4 clears. This gate catches anything the earlier gates weren't designed to catch. It's your last line of defense, not a repeat of legal or finance's job. It ensures the entity is ready for execution. Owner, compliance, or risk. Test, a fixed checklist of non-negotiables. Exit, cleared for execution. You're ready to sign. Here's the part most people miss. Why sequential and not parallel? If you run these in parallel, you get wasted effort. Legal might spend an hour reviewing a contract that finance was always going to reject on value grounds. Sequential gating means each gate only does work on contracts that deserve its attention. It protects your scarcest resources. The trade-off is speed for any single contract. The win is throughput and quality across your entire contract volume. This isn't just theory. In platforms like Oracle Fusion, SAP Ariba, or Coupa, this maps to configurable approval rules. Each gate becomes a rule set. Each owner becomes a role. Each test becomes a condition in your workflow engine. It works whether you're implementing from scratch or re-architecting a process that's grown messy over time. Let's recap. Gate 1, Materiality. Gate 2, Legal Complexity. Gate 3, Financial Authorization. Gate 4, Compliance Readiness. 4 gates, 4 owners, 4 tests, 4 exits. Run in sequence. If you're designing a workflow, screenshot this framework. If this was useful, subscribe for more deep dives into ERP and procurement transformation. I'm Fernanda, and I'll see you next time.